Guys, are we going to be live here in a second? I think we should be. We should be. I'm checking in. Check it in. I think we're good. I think we're good. Hey there, guys. How you doing? Trying to get this camera set up right. And yeah, wow. Here we are for the Cup Series race. I just finished the F1 race. I don't even have the Cup Series race up on my screen just yet, but here we are. We're going live after the end of stage one. Kyle Larson in the lead on this restart. Oh, Byron up the track a bit from a shove from Kurt Busch. Larson's going to slide up and just clear his teammate of Byron. I have no idea what's going on right now in the race in terms of what happened in stage one. So, guys, fill me in the chat if you want to. But now this time at the stripe, Larson's going to lead, and then his teammates Elliott and Byron are going to be side by side for a second as they go down to turns 1 and 2. You got 4 Chevrolets followed by Harvick and Hamlin. As they run Kyle Busch's 3 to the good. And now Elliott's going to lead this time at the stripe after this time at the stripe after a great run off turn 4. I don't think he's going to clear Larson quite off turns 1 and 2, but we're going to see here.
For the championship, they're still looking for their very first win of 2021. Right now, which car can get the car from the
Man, right now, Larson and Elliott still battling side by side after one whole lap. Green flag here. Appreciate anybody watching. There we go. Now we're actually live for the commentary at Kansas after the rain delay in stage 1. I decided to do the F1 race because there's the rain delay. But oh boy, Elliott now leads Kyle Larson at 1.5 miles. Wait, Larson's now leading at 1.5 miles? What's going on? Can somebody please explain to me what happened with the Penske cars and like Truex, why they're lap down and like all that's going on? I'm so confused. But yeah, now Elliott leads and seems to be pulling away just slightly over Kyle Larson. I know there's a lot of wind in the area, so that definitely could be affecting the handling of these cars. But I see Keselowski's 2 laps down, Truex and Truex is lap down. Blaney's toward the tail end of the lead lap. Like, what happened, guys? I need to, like, why do they have damage? They were fast. I saw the first 10 laps. They were fast then. Here we are. We're just going to keep it back up here with me on this shot here. And now Byron's going around Larson for second. And Harvick just had the fastest lap of the race. Larson's struggling a bit here. I do have to say, Larson did struggle a bit here in the spring, so you'll have to see. I wonder if it's just the long run speed. That's where he's going to take these guys back over, or if it's just something to do with all the wind in the area, or if it's even team orders. Who knows?
Right up against the wall for Larson. Keep that momentum up as he's trying to close the gap on Byron.
Larson was not as fast at Kansas as he was at most of the 1.5 miles when here in the spring, but
Chase Elliott has put about a half a second between himself and William Byron running second. Dick.
Larson's. And you got still, honestly, a lot of the field all still pretty much together. But guys, why are there so many cars a lap down? Like and there's some weird cars that are still on the lead lap. Like why is Parker Clearman and like Chris Buescher and like still on the lead lap when like and Bubba Wallace when there's like only 18 cars on the lead lap? So Blaney and Kyle Busch are currently tied for the cutoff line, and then you got Truex, Keselowski, and Logano all 30 or more points from that cutoff line. Now Byron looking to make a move on his teammate for the lead. He's running that low line. He's going to come back up against the wall. But wow, you see some guys riding the wall right now. That's something nice to see. You don't see. It's been so long since I feel like we've seen guys ride the wall in the Cup Series. It's just not a thing at most of the tracks these days. I miss it. Oh, sorry, Isaac. I know Brad hit the wall around lap 36 and had to pit under green. Okay, so that's one thing. Not sure about Truex and Blaney, though. I had to go and watch the final laps of F1. I know, me too. Sorry. But, yeah, thanks for those comments. And then a tornado watch is in the area. I know. They're saying it's really cold at the track. It looks windy. There's like a bunch of – I can see debris flowing or bags and just stuff blowing in the wind outside the track. Oh, guys, it feels weird to see Larson not leading at 1.5 miles. But still, your top three, all Hendrick guys, all within about a half a second of each other. Elliott, Byron, Larson, and then Bowman back in, I believe, the 8th position. So all the Hendrick guys and Chevrolets in general seem to be showing pace. You got 6 Chevrolets in the top 8. The only outsiders are Hamlin in 4th and Harvick in 6th. Was anybody able to get that QR code thing to work with Parker Kligerman's car? Oh, Truex and Blaney also had flat tires. Wow, so that is crazy drama. Appreciate anybody watching, though. Only pay for what you need. PNC Bank believes that if a pair of goggles can help your back get better. So that's a lot of drama in stage 1, it sounds like. So we'll have to see if that carries over to stage 2. Virtual wallet with low cash mode. I'm currently under commercial break, man. That's the one thing. The F1 race, I don't have to deal with commercial breaks, and it's so beautiful. Now all of a sudden I have to deal with commercial breaks. I understand it, but I also hate it. Yeah, I mean, last time by, it looks like Larson was a bit faster than both Byron and Elliott, and Byron was a bit faster than Elliott. But definitely shout out to Parker Kligerman for the moment, at least, staying on the lap here in stage 1 in 17th position and that 96 machine. But yeah, so definitely a lot of drama, I guess, I missed early in stage 1. Yeah, also shout out to Kurt Busch in P4. Solid run. Reddick in P8. Some non-playoff drivers. Wallace in P11. Solid run for them. Anthony Alfredo in 23rd. So pretty good run for those guys so far. Yeah, it looks like tough luck for Keselowski and Truex both lap down there. That's really going to hurt their places. I mean, Truex could still get back in the lead lap possibly, but Keselowski pretty unlikely. Yeah, so it looks like I'm looking through some of the lap by lap information. So yeah, it looks like, yeah, so Keselowski had to come to pit road under green in stage 1. And so did it looks like Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell. And then yeah, Ryan Blaney had to pit with the flat tire. Yeah, wow. That one Advent Health car Kurt Busch is running, man, that's a cool car. And it looks like Christopher Bell's on pit road. Or he or something. I don't know. Yeah, as things run, Hamlin 15 to the good. And then Blaney and Kyle Busch currently tied for that last transfer spot. The tie goes to Blaney at the moment. And then everybody else is in a must-win scenario. And at the moment, Chase Elliott's leading. Now, if Chase Elliott were to drop to second, I'm trying to get the standings, figure out where he would be then. He would be, if he were to drop back to second, he would be about 6 points to the good. So if Elliott does not win this race, it'll still be close at the cutoff line between Blaney, Elliott, and Kyle Busch. And Hamlin will have a slight bit of a cushion. But what started off a promising day for the Penske guys has really fallen off. All 3 of those Penske cars were up in the top 5 early, and now pretty much all of them have had issues besides Logano, but Logano's in a must-win scenario. And a P9 run is not going to cut it for Logano at the moment. But Elliott's finally pulling away a bit from Byron and Larson. Now he's got about a second gap to Byron and almost 2-second gap to Larson. Got 4 Chevrolets, then a Toyota of Hamlin is your top 5. Almost 30 laps into stage 2. Let's see if we get another caution. I want to know what the weather is like at the track right now. I'm going to actually pull that up on my phone here, especially with the tornado warning in the area. Kyle Busch is really mad right now, yelling over the radio. And he just got passed by Bubba Wallace for the 10th position. So, yeah, Kyle Busch is definitely pissed off about something. I'm not quite sure why. I think it's just that he's struggling in terms of the track position.
He has the best average finish of all drivers. It's just under 4.5 average finish. So not the winning pace all the time you expect to see from Kyle, but tons of consistency, Dave.
Jeff, that car is a lot better in spite of the reaction that he had to the racing with the 23. There you see him going back.
Yeah, now Elliott continuing to grow his lead over Byron and Larson in the field. And now Blaney's got a 2-point cushion or 3-point cushion over Kyle Busch.
Well, clearly, this guy is accustomed to winning races. He's accustomed to facing the championship. He just hasn't had that winning pace.
So yeah, right now I'm going to check the weather for Kansas City. Oh, car on the wall. They just said. I don't know if that's going to bring on a caution or if it was just slight contact. I can see a lot of people have made contact with that wall at Kansas. I can see a lot of black marks along the wall as they're riding around.
We talk about how, what did Chase Elliott tell us this week on our Zoom with them? They're so fragile. These cars are so fragile. Any sort of damage, he's amazed how much.
It's not that damage. It's not that bad weather actually at the track. It's definitely going to get a lot cooler though as the day goes on.
After its damage, running right now 2 laps down in the 30th spot, Marty.
Yeah, just can't seem to get out of being 2 laps down right now. He said the damage in the right rear is still not 100%. It doesn't have.
So Keselowski is saying that they're still struggling with that car 2 laps down. The first car 2 laps down, but yeah, definitely he says the damage is not 100% fixed, and they're in a hole right now. But yeah, right now as they run, Keselowski 39 points below the cutoff line. He needs somebody else. He needs somebody to wreck out. Probably needs 2 people to wreck out, and he needs to get back on the lap to get anywhere near the points, or will get anywhere near a non-must-win scenario next week at Martinsville. But I mean, right now you got Logano and Truex who are must-win scenarios, and I don't think that's really going to change after this race. I think there's still going to be must-win scenarios heading into Martinsville, but both those guys could definitely pull it off going into Martinsville. Whereas Keselowski, I'm not so certain about. I mean, I guess he has shown speed there recently, actually. I take that back. Elliott has lost a bit of ground to both Byron and Larson last couple laps. Now the gap from Elliott to Byron is under a second, and the gap from him to Larson is almost under a second as well. So Larson's definitely picked up the pace last couple laps. Chastain now looking to get around Kyle Busch, and Kyle Busch may drop back to 12th here. He's falling down in the stage points, and yeah, he's losing even more ground here as we're coming up on almost the halfway point in stage 2. I'm trying to stop touching my face. I don't know why I'm touching my face. But, yeah, if Chastain gets around Kyle Busch, I mean, the next car to get around Kyle Busch would be Truex, who is a lap down. But, I mean, that kind of – Truex definitely seems to have some pace right now, even though he's a lap down.
Martin Truex Jr., after hitting a wall in Texas a week ago, let himself down.
Blaney's back in 14th. I mean, Bubba Wallace is pulled down onto pit road. He's making his pit stop. And that may start green flag pit stops here. That's going to temporarily give Kyle Busch a position back. Briscoe's into pit as well. We'll have to see if green flag pit stops really get underway here. I'd still give it another couple laps before things totally get underway. 4-tire pit stop for Bubba, 13.8 seconds. Pretty smooth. Kyle Busch is into pit, and now this may drive some other playoff guys down if a playoff guy comes down pit road. Kyle Busch has been struggling with that car, so it's no surprise to see him come in as soon as this window's open. Whoa, he came in and he nearly collided with Chase Briscoe as he entered his pit stall. We'll have to see how this pit stop cycle goes. Obviously, looks like they made an adjustment on the left rear. We have to see. It's going to be a smooth pit stop, 13.8 seconds. No big issues there. Buscher, Newman, Dillon have come into pit, so it's not quite flooding pit road yet, but guys are coming in. It's about 6-7 guys now that have come into pit. I think you're not going to see a lot of other playoff guys come quite yet, just because unlike Kyle Busch, they don't really need to pit yet. Kyle Busch was kind of in a tough spot fighting the handling with his car. So now Priest, Harvick, and Bowman have come into pit. A bit slow, looks like, with the 4 car. They're struggling with the left rear maybe a tiny bit. I don't know. Still under 13-second stop, so pretty quick to stop. Bowman with an 11.7-second pit stop. That's fast. Hamlin's into pit now. That's a playoff guy. It looks like Reddick's coming in behind him. Now Parker Kligerman, because of the strategy going on right now, is in the top 10 in that 96 machine. But how about that? Shout out to Parker Kligerman today. Now let's see how this goes for Hamlin. Pretty smooth pit stop so far. 14.4 seconds, so it's a tiny bit, not super quick, but now Elliott's on the pit road. Now Larson's on the pit road. Chastain, so now the leaders coming to pit. They're going to see everybody coming in now. Chastain, Haley, Blaney. Elliott with an 11.7 seconds pit stop. That's quick. So far, Larson's pit stop looks pretty smooth. Now to the left side. How's Larson's stop going to go? With that number 1 pit stall, he's going to have a 13.4. So That's considerably slower than Elliott's stop. Now Byron stayed out in like an extra lap compared to the other two leaders, Elliott and Larson. How much time will he lose to them, you wonder? Blaney with the 13.8-second pit stop soon. Now Byron's in the pit. You know, that Raptor scheme actually does not look too bad. I wish they did a little bit more with it, but 12.1-second pit stop. Pretty smooth pit stop there for Byron. Where's he going to cycle out compared to Elliott? He's coming off pit road as Elliott goes by the start line. I think Elliott's definitely going to get by Byron. And now Byron's going to merge up onto the track. Not too far behind him, though. So pretty smooth pit stops there for all the Hendrick guys. And now Logano is still out front. He's yet to pit. I believe Logano's the only lead lap car that still is not pitted.
With the rest of the competition, because he's only about a quarter of a lap ahead of the leader, so he needs to do.
Truex still is not pitted either.
We have to stay on the lead lap here before we run it into the stage. Well, the concern he has is
I'm looking to see anybody else that may be trying to pull some strategy staying out here.
cars in the lap down, including Blaney. So to your point, everything you just said makes perfect sense once the 22 pits. But when he stays on the racetrack, I mean, currently there's only, I think, the lead lap. And that's why he's doing this.
Logano's trying to pull off strategy here and see if he gets a caution. That would be a big help for him. And right now, if there was a caution to come out, it'd only be Logano, Elliott, Byron on the lead lap, and you'd have about 20 cars tracked the lap down. Hi, Jack Stelcup. How you doing?
And the crazy part is Logano can run a long time. He can run probably a solid 20 more laps. So this is not something that you're going to see change right away. Now that leads Elliott, it's going to
The gap between Elliott and Byron, which is really the battle for the lead, is about half a second.
in the must-win situation. This it's not even a Hail Mary. This is just good pit strategy for the situation they're in. It's going to leave a lot of cars very uncomfortable one lap down for a long time. So every car that catches.
So yeah, right now Logano should be able to ride for at least another 10, 15 laps. Larson looking to get back on the lead lap.
Logano goes all the way to the end of his fuel window. Absolutely. Probably another 23 laps.
Good race so far. A lot of competitive racing. Yeah, I agree with that, Jack Stelcup. I did not see most of stage one because I was watching that one race. But yeah, so far from what I've seen, good racing, good drama.
Because as a fiduciary, it's our responsibility to always put the client first. So you do it because you have to? No, we do it because it's the right thing to do. We help clients enjoy a comfortable retirement.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
One that we don't take lightly. It's why our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. Fisher Investments is clearly different.
So, how you guys doing today right now? We're under stinking commercial break. Dude, it is so nice to not have commercial breaks in the F1 races. Hey guys, can we get 17 likes today? 17 likes is the goal. Currently at 6, so a little bit past a third of the way. Yeah, currently on the leaderboard, only 4 cars on the lead lap because Logano's yet to make a pit stop. But right now, Byron only a tenth behind Elliott, which is really the battle for the lead. And Larson's about 3.5 seconds behind those guys. Last time by, Larson was ran about almost even lap times with Elliott and Byron, but was just a bit quicker. And towards the end of that last run, Larson was really running some fast lap times compared to the rest of the field. So I really wonder if these 300 guys are going to start to battle it out and come into the end of stage 1. But as they run, Elliott is 11 points to the good. Hamlin is, never mind. Things just got wacky. I think Kyle Busch may have finally come in or had some sort of thing. He just lost a lot of points to the cutoff line. Oh, yep, and Kyle Busch blows another tire and made contact with the wall, something. That's why he lost a lot of points. Oh, that is bad news for Kyle Busch. And now this is big. He's going to have to come in, green flag pit stop. They're going to have to repair a tiny bit of damage. I mean, this damage just pretty much ends Kyle Busch's day here. Kansas has been a real drama race so far. No big crashes, but people just flat tires, contact with the wall. Man, yeah, right, some pretty big damage on the left rear or right rear of Kyle Busch's car. Yeah, this is big damage that they were not able to repair quite yet for Kyle Busch, and now he's going back on the track with almost a little parachute hanging off his right rear. Yeah, that's not going to work out too well for him. We're going to see what happens. Yeah, yeah, man, he actually rode that wall for quite a bit in turns 1 and 2. It looks like he may have actually gotten into the wall 2 times. I'm almost wondering, they got a tiny parachute hanging off that right rear with that where that damage is and the fender broke. I wonder if that thing's going to get like blown out even bigger because the air is going to be going against it. And I'm wondering, like, is that going to like come off? Is it going to flare out? You know what I mean? Yeah, Logano's going to have to come in about 5 or so laps, and he's going to, if he doesn't get, he's hoping some debris flies off that 18 and brings down a caution, or somebody else gets in the wall and causes a caution. Yeah, as they run, Kyle Busch is in 32nd. And that puts him 28 points below the cutoff line.
There are only 5 cars currently on the lead lap. And this affects everyone, right? Like, there are cars that are having good days and bad days.
I mean, that is big. I mean, that is big right there. Keselowski comes in for his pit stop. He was trying to ride it out as long as he could. You're definitely going to be anticipating Logano's going to be coming in the next 2 or 3 laps. But right now, Byron has actually gotten by Elliott and now has an over second gap between him and Elliott. And it's about a 3.5 second gap from Byron to Larson. And about a 2.5 second gap from Elliott to Larson. Oh, boy. Now, Harvick going around to Logano to get his lap back. I think we'll definitely be seeing Logano pit pretty soon here.
Stop as short as possible. You got to study a lot of information to understand this. Subway delivery camp showing how Kevin Harvick.
But guys, in the chat, about 60 on Logano's tires. Yeah, I know this is not going to last too much longer for Logano. They said, no, they're saying actually another 10 laps they think Logano can go. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, he can definitely go at least another 10 laps.
Has shrunk from 28 seconds to 22 or 23, but in years past and worn out racetracks, this would have been a much bigger challenge for the 22. They're really using the
now Bowman about to unlap himself as well as Reddick.
So 6 cars on the
yeah, the 22 is really fighting to hold on to that thing. I mean, he's praying for a caution.
They're trying to unlap themselves.
Yeah, once Bowman and Reddick get back past Logano here in a second, that'll put 8 cars on lead lap. McDowell's in the pit road. He was another one of these guys trying to ride it out as long as they could. Also see Martin Truex Jr. trying to ride it out. He's actually in the free pass position. If we got a caution right now, this would bring Logano and Truex back into the fold, which is pretty big.
Turn 2, it looked like he almost got right up against
Oh, and Truex is coming down to pit road, it looks like this time.
As we're riding along Kyle Busch, when he first gets in the wall in 1 and 2.
Yeah, you can see Kyle Busch is really fighting that car as they are right now. I mean, even with the damage, it is definitely not. I'm gonna look at his lap time actually really quick. Oh yeah, his lap time last time by 32.7. Byron ran a 31.6, so a second and a half slower. Yeah, now Truex is coming to pit. Oh, he actually had a bit of a slow stop, 16 seconds. But now, as they run, Byron only has about a half-second lead over Elliott, and we'll say 3-second lead over Larson. So his gap was lead or figurative lead after Logano pits is not going to be very big. So this could be a pretty good battle coming down to the end of the stage here.
That's surprised out of fuel. Only 58 laps. We expected to run a little bit further. Perhaps they didn't get full. Perhaps the fuel miles not as good as we anticipated to start the day.
Yeah, Logano's still riding out there. He'll be pitting in probably about 5 or 8 more laps, I have to anticipate. Yeah, Kyle has just been pissed all day already. Suarez is on 68 lap old tires. Boy, oh boy, that is. I don't know. I can't believe he's still holding on. The thing I don't understand, like, there's the NASCAR commentary that is so bad. It's like they literally just now brought up Elliott being passed by Byron for the like potential lead after Logano pits. Like, I feel like that's something like you want to be monitoring right now. Like, just even if you say it just like one sentence out there while you're talking about something else, like, oh, Byron's got around Elliott for what will eventually be the lead. Like, that's been like that for like 10 laps. Oh, Logano's into pit road now, finally. And this will cycle lead through, and now it'll be Byron with about a half-second lead over Elliott and 2.5-second lead over Larson. Yeah, they're doing 4 tires on that car, Logano. Oh, they may have had a wheel get away there. I think they'll call that safe, though. Yeah, they're going to see how he cycles out. Will he stay on lead lap? I think he will. Wow, they said definitely did not get all the lug nuts on the left front of that car, so we'll have to keep a monitor on that. As long as he got at least, I'd say, 3 of them on, he should be able to hold it out for 13 laps, but he's going to merge back on track. He was going to be like at the very end of the lead lap here. He may even go a lap down. It's going to be close.
Now under 13 laps to go in stage 2, William Byron.
He's going to be seeing that car in his rear. Oh, now they're looking at a replay of the left front of that 22. Are you serious? We're going NASCAR nonstop, but with only like 10 laps to go in the stage. Like, I don't know. That's just if this is like a long commercial break, I'm like, what? Yeah, Logano is going to cycle through to be on the tail end of the lap. He'll be only about 2 or 3 seconds ahead of the leaders, and he's actually ahead of his teammate Blaney, who's also at the tail end of the late lap. So you'll definitely probably see Byron and Elliott Larson trying to get and speed up and put those Penske cars a lap down. Yeah, as they run with 10 to go in the stage, Byron only has a 1.5 second lead to Elliott and an under 2-second gap to Larson. Larson was strong as the run got longer in stage 1. You'll have to see if he continues to grow that gap here in stage, or shrink that gap from him to lead at the end of stage 2 here, if he'll be able to get by Byron for that stage win. I mean, I don't think he'll be pushing it too much because there's really not a point in it, but other than to pad the stat sheet for no reason. But also at the moment, Parker, Kliger, or Cole Custer would be the free pass car. And that would be that means there's only 14 cars on the lap right now, which is pretty crazy. This time at the stripe, Larson is almost on the bumper of Elliott through turns 1 and 2. He'll be looking to pick up that second position. But then again, maybe he'll get team orders to just let Elliott keep that spot to help Elliott's chance for the cutoff line. Because as they run right now, Elliott is only, or well, actually, never mind. He's like 25 to the good because so many guys are having issues. Because right now, since Logano, Truex, Keselowski, and Busch have all had issues, they're all 25 points or more to the bad. But right now, Byron actually growing that lead he has over Elliott and Larson to over 2.5 seconds. So I think the stage win is pretty secured for Byron at the moment. Only one car out of this race, and that's a 66 of Chad Fincham. And the laps are winding down in stage 2. This final stage will be getting underway here shortly, I assume. Guys, remember the light goal for today is 17. We got 8. Almost halfway. Appreciate it, guys. Those of you who have liked or those of you who have subscribed for the first time today.
Take a look at how everyone is standing as they run. And I do a little housekeeping. The 22 of Joe Logano in my mind was absolutely going to lose a lap. He was coming to get rid, but he had such a big lead with 20, around 20 seconds.
But yeah, as they run, Blaney is 24 to the good, and he's the first guy above the cutoff line. But he is in danger of going a lap down to Byron. I mean, he's only a couple of car lengths ahead of him with 6 to go in the stage.
You dang right. Driver says feels okay. I'm not going to contradict. I just need you to get 6 more laps and come in and put your 4 fresh tires on those 22 cars.
Right now, the top 10 as they run, Byron, Elliott, Larson, and then Kurt Busch, Harvick, Reddick, Bowman, Hamlin, Wallace, Chastain rounds out the top 10.
As we close in on the end of stage 2, where they'll pay.
Byron got a bit swirly off turn 4, so he's looking to put Christopher Bell another lap down.
That'll put Christopher Bell, the first car, 1 lap down. But right ahead of him is the 12th car, Ryan Blaney.
And now Christopher Bell's the first car 1 lap down. That puts only 13 cars still on the lead lap. And now he'll be looking to put Blaney a lap down, who's just in front of him with 5 to go. Also, the battle for second heating up once again. Larson's getting closer to Elliott in turns 3 and 4.
Elliott and Larson, and that gap is closed between those two. Only 2 car lengths separating them now.
I have to believe that Larson's pretty happy just to sit right here behind this 9 car and allow him to collect, the stage points that are going to help him move forward to championship.
But right now, Byron just pulling away with the lead with 4 to go in the stage. Should get the stage win.
The other side of that, William Byron trying to put Blaney a lap down, that could help.
Honestly, I'm not trying to sound like I'm a Larson fan, and I don't want to piss off any Elliott fans out there, but I do not want Elliott to advance to Phoenix because I think he is Larson's biggest competition at Phoenix. If he makes it. If he makes it. If Elliott doesn't make it, I feel a lot more confident about our championship.
And as it stands right now, only 3 playoff drivers would get points here in stage 2. That's kind of what happened in stage 1. So, Jeff, for all this talk that we have about points and how you need to get them if you're a playoff driver, right now they're going to be shut out today. The non-playoff.
Right now, 2 to go on the stage, and Byron is right on the bumper of Blaney, trying to put him a lap down here before the stage ends. Blaney would get the free pass if he goes lap down, but, I mean, still it's going to set him back a bit here. These guys are also about to put Kyle Busch another lap down, and Kyle Busch does not want to lose another lap here with 1 to go on the stage. Oh, boy, he is going so slow, though. He's definitely going to go a lap down here, or at least another lap down. Blaney runs the high line in turns 1 and 2 for the last time in stage 2. Byron runs a bit of a lower line, trying to get clean air on the nose and try to have a run down the back straightaway. Only about a 2 car length gap between them down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. They go for the final time. Byron runs a little bit higher line than Blaney. Is he going to be able to have a run off to the exit of turn 4 on Blaney? And it looks like Blaney's going to be safe here as they come to the stripe. And Byron's going to be your stage 2 winner. And second, you'll have Elliott. Third, Larson. Hendrick, 1, 2, 3. And then in fourth, you'll have Kurt Busch, another Chevrolet. And then the first non-Chevrolet, you'll have Kevin Harvick in fifth. And then followed by Reddick, Bowman, Hamlin, Bubba, and Chastain. So that is 7 Chevrolets in the top 10, 2 Toyotas, and 1 Ford. Wow. That's so William Byron gets, I don't know, that's definitely not his first stage win of the year, but definitely doesn't have a lot of stage wins. So nice stage win for Byron. And Larson kind of lets Elliott keep that second spot, you know, kind of help out a teammate there. I'll be right back here in a second.
Welcome to the Team 500, folks. We have a strong lineup today. Starting in row number 1 with Wings. A real contender coming in with a lot of heat. Next is Sushi, who's been on a bit of a roll lately. And finally, we have Cheeseburger, a rare choice for Jenny. All right, let's get into the order. Wow. No matter where you're
Almost knocked over the board. That's not great, but and now after the points have been updated at the end of stage 2, you have Elliott, who is trying to do the math, who is 35 points to the good. Hamlin is 30 to the good, and Blaney is 24 to the good. And the main reason why there's such a big gap is because Kyle Busch, Truex, Brad Keselowski, and Logano have all had big issues. And all of them are multiple laps down, I believe. Is Truex still 1 lap down? No, Truex is 2 laps down. Keselowski is 3 laps down. Kyle Busch is 5 laps down. And Logano is still on the lead lap, but he's in a must-win scenario because of his issues last week at Texas with a blown motor. And then that battle for, I guess, 9th in the standings or 5th in the standings currently goes to Kevin Harvick. No surprise there. And he has a gap to Kurt Busch, he has 50 points on Kurt Busch right now. And also has 50 points on Byron. And even though Byron just got that stage win, well, that really shows the consistency of Kevin Harvick, though, in these playoffs. Even though he's out already, he has a 50-point gap over the next guy who's out in the playoffs still, or already. And as they run, the worst guy in the playoffs, well, no surprise, you got Michael McDowell and Eric Almirola, but then you got Alex Bowman, which is, I think, just a little odd. I'm not trying to diss Alex Bowman fans out there, but I think Alex Bowman up to the 400 guys is probably the worst. I'll put it like that. I mean, he's not bad, but in terms of the Hendrick talent, he's not great. And here they come. Their pit stops at the end of stage 2 here. See how these things go. Which Hendrick car comes out first on pit road? Elliott's the first one hit his pit stall. Everybody's going to be taking 4 tires here, I assume. Elliott with a 12.2 stop. And Larson's got that first pit stall, so we'll see how that goes. Will that help him? It looks like Kurt Busch is going to be Elliott off pit road. And then will Byron keep the lead? We're going to have to see. That was close there, like 4 wide, come to the line. Larson just barely gets it. Byron loses, goes to second. Kurt Busch up to third, and Elliott down to 4th. And then everything stays the same for 5th through 7th. And then Wallace and Chastain up a spot, and Hamlin loses 2. But now Larson will be the command car on the restart. Sorry, guys. I just missed the chat. I guess I didn't have the tab open. For some reason, it stopped scrolling down to see where new chats are coming from. Good run for Kligerman. If Truex wins, he could threaten Larson at Phoenix. I definitely think that. Bold prediction, the big one is going to happen in Ross Chastain win. Hey, I would definitely not mind that because most likely and make the cut line battle a lot more interesting going into Martinsville. Bubba looks fast. Yeah, solid run for Bubba. He has not, I can't really remember most of his mile-and-a-half performances this year, but I guess that's a good indication of how well he's done at the mile-and-a-half this year. So good run for Bubba. What the dog doing? How you doing? Hello. One question: when is ramp racing? Not quite sure. Championship 4, 5, 9, 11, and 11. I mean 12. Okay, I see. I don't think Harvick's going to crash Elliott again. He'll probably race him hard the rest of the way, but I streamed the F1 race, and man, F1 got a taste of dirty air, kind of similar to Kansas last year. You had Hamilton chasing down Verstappen, was like a half a second a lot better, and then dirty air cost him the race. But solid run by Verstappen and Hamilton. But now Verstappen extends his lead in the championship standing. Guys, the like goal for today, 17 likes. Appreciate it. We got 10 likes on the day. Appreciate it. Where's Briscoe? Briscoe is in 28th, I believe. I'll check it again here in a second. And the free pass under that caution was the 20 of Christopher Bell. And now if we were to get another caution immediately on this restart, there's only 2 cars 1 lap down. And those are the Chris Buescher and Anthony Alfredo. And it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, Parker Kligerman, Cole Custer, and Martin Truex Jr. all took the wave around. But I'm just going to check that back 1 second here.
You can be headed on a VIP trip for the 2022 Daytona 500. Visit NASCAR.com.
Just checking this really quick. Trying to see, did they take the free pass or not? It may just be some sort of lagging in the standings. 10 wide this restart. Hey, I wouldn't mind some Pocono action at Kansas.
The morning drive with back to keep the stuff. And Jeff will be the guest.
We'll have to see how this restart goes.
What's coming up next? Martinsville Speedway, the final race is around today.
Yeah, the 96 is having the run of the year for that team.
And run for that title.
If there is a big one or something, and they somehow came home with a top 10, that'd be outstanding. Wow.
Kyle Larson.
Only 4 playoff drivers have earned points today in the stages, and that's Larson with 18, so his don't matter. Elliott has 17. That's big. Hamlin with 9. Kyle Busch with 2. And then all Penske guys and Truex without playoff points. And actually, that means Logano and Truex are yet to score stage points in this round of the playoffs. In 2 races, they've not scored any stage points. And that pretty much explains why they're 30 points below the cutoff line, plus some wrecks. But even without those wrecks, they'd probably be minus 20 or minus 15 right now because they would not have scored a single stage point yet. Now here they come to the juice cone. I assume Larson will go low. Or no, he goes high. Wow. Larson goes high. Byron goes low. Kurt Busch goes high. Elliott goes low. Harvick goes high. Reddick goes low. Bowman goes high. Wallace goes low. Hamlin goes high. Dillon goes low. Now I'll have to see how these restarts go. You think Parker Kligerman should get a ride? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough about him. I mean, obviously he's been around. He races trucks. He has some good runs. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Gaunt Brothers is going to go full time at in the Cup Series next year. I'm pretty sure there's no reports of them having a next-gen car. But if they were, I mean, he wouldn't be a bad pick. I know they also had Landon Castle in their car a couple times this year. I did not realize Landon Castle had more than 500 career NASCAR Cup Series starts. That is crazy.
That was Chase Elliott told us that he had to be perfect with the race car around this track and his quality. You can't take away performance by damaging it. He's done that so well where others have not. 17 stage points.
Okay, here we are. Coming to the restart. This could be big. Could be the last restart of the day. Who's going to win, lose? Who's the guy who restarts? Down they go. Larson on the outside, Byron on the inside. Good shoves on both sides. As they go down to turn one, both lines are even. Larson with maybe just a slight edge, but I saw in the initial start, the inside line kind of got a good run off the exit of the turn. They're still side by side down the back straightaway. Byron may have a slight edge, but Larson's about to get a bit of a push from Kurt Busch down in turns 3 and 4. Who's going to have the exit? Oh, some guys go wide. Hamlin goes a bit wide. Logano's going to pick up a couple spots running that middle line in turns 3 and 4. Now Byron has the runoff to 4. They're still side by side. It looks like Byron will lead it at the stripe, though, even though he's not clear of Larson quite yet. Larson goes down the side draft down into turns 1 and 2. Larson now has the edge once again. Oh, penalty for Ross Chastain on the restart. But anyways, still side by side down the back straightaway. Larson's going to get a bit of help from Kurt Busch once again down the back straightaway. Byron's really hanging strong on the inside. I don't think Larson was like, wait, somebody else is challenging me on a 1.5 miles. What? But, well, right now, Reddick with him darting move to the outside with a big run with help from Kevin Harvick. Reddick takes him 3 wide for the lead on the outside. They're 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Reddick with a power move on the outside. They're still 3 abreast. Nobody has an edge. Reddick now has a slight edge along the wall. Larson side drafting him. And now Kurt Busch is going to give a bit of a push to Reddick. Oh, but Reddick goes up the track a bit, but he may have a run off the top side. Larson side drafting Byron. He's going to have a run on the outside. Reddick loses some ground there. Is he going to go wide again? Oh, he looks to go in the middle. Reddick being really aggressive here. Well, I'm scared. I was about to think Reddick was about to take out Larson and Byron there. And anyways, Larson takes the lead from from Byron, and now he has the lead, and now they're side by side for second, Reddick and Byron. Dude, that 24 car Byron is giving me flashbacks to Elliott's Mountain Dew cars when he was in the 24, and I keep thinking that's Elliott for some reason. I keep saying I'm about to say Elliott every time I say Byron with that car. Now Larson runs the inside line. Kevin Harvick looks to maybe make a move to the inside off the exit of turn 2. He's trying to get up to second, but Reddick now is to run on Larson down the back straightaway. There's a slow car in front of the leaders. It's going to make Chastain slow in front of the leaders. And now Larson's going to slide up in front of Reddick. Well, that was close. I thought they were about to. No, I don't think he was clear there. But now Reddick with the run moves to the inside of Larson down the front straightaway. Now down into turns 1 and 2. They're dead even. Reddick on the inside, Larson on the outside. Harvick right behind these guys. Oh, and the caution's out. And who's going to be in front, Reddick or Larson? Oh, Alfredo's in the wall pretty hard. That may be the end of his day. That's tough. Yikes, that thing is pretty killed, it looks like. But the big winner here, Martin Truex Jr., I believe, took the wave around last time, and now with this caution, he'll be one of those guys up near the front, and Chastain will get the pass. Keselowski, I believe, also took the way around now. Keselowski's 2 laps down. Or he may even be 1 lap down. I'm not sure. This is all kind of weird, the math right now. But here's a replay of the 38. Yeah, either the tire blew on the 38 or had a mechanical failure. It looks like off the exit of turn 4, that thing just went straight. Luckily, he was already kind of riding near the wall. But
the wall that made that right front tire officially cut. There's contact between the leaders. These two guys racing each other.
But Reddick was really aggressive on that restart, and it almost made me like lose my mind. I was scared, dude.
We're looking at it. They're probably seeing this shot that we're giving you guys at home. They're probably looking at this really close. I think he's okay. I don't see.
Wow, the whole field pits behind the 2 leaders, Larson and Reddick. Now, fresh tires have not mattered a ton, but that restart was unbelievable. I cannot, like, Reddick was scaring me, but also, like, I was loving it at the same time. He was, like, going for it, but at the same time, I thought he was going to, like, get too ambitious and, like, wreck the field. But only the top 2 are going to stay out, which are Larson and Reddick, and then everybody on the lead lap behind them is going to come into pit road, it looks like. And now we'll have 15 cars on the lead lap, including Martin Truex Jr., who's finally back on the lead lap. And among cars 1 lap down, Brad Keselowski is now 1 lap down. So if we get another caution, guess who's back into this mix too, possibly? Brad Keselowski. I mean, that's big for Brad Keselowski if he can get himself back in the lead lap. Because then he could him and Martin Truex Jr. could both work their ways into non-must-win scenarios heading into Martinsville. 40 wide. It's possible. Well, it's not possible because we already have 2 cars out of this race, sadly. Oh, no, I wouldn't be surprised if we got another caution because if Reddick keeps driving like how he was driving just now before that caution, yeah, all bets are off. I mean, Reddick was full sending it right there. I know, I'm considering doing it, what the dog doing, but the main reason I may not is because I have an Xbox, so it's not so simple. And I don't feel like just going out and totally like buying a PC or a PS4 where it's a bit easier to upload. I mean, I'll consider it, but we'll see. Also, I don't have tons of time to like play games, you know what I mean? Since I am in school and I'm not an adult and I don't, you know, I mean, I don't have tons of time to just grind NASCAR games. But only 2 races still left in the season. That almost makes me depressed, I'm not gonna lie. But has anybody tried the QR code on Parker Kligerman's car? Like, does that work for anybody? And also, guys, the light goal is 17. Don't forget, we're at 12, so we're 2/3 of the way there. Appreciate everybody watching. Yeah, I am excited for next season. I don't know. I'm excited to see the next gen races, but like I'm also worried, you know. The number move is terrible. And in my opinion, is terrible. The main reason for me is it just makes me, especially with the next gen car too. Like the next gen car with the number move is really just going to remind me of like GT sports cars. Like not totally obviously because they don't have like like wings on them like the car of tomorrow, but I mean just with the mold, like the mold of the car, and with that paint scheme, the way the numbers are tilted forward, it's just going to remind me. It's just going to remind me of the stinking GT cars, because how they're kind of the numbers like kind of slammed on against the front fender. It's obviously going to be a bit smaller than when NASCAR has it, but I mean, I think I could just go on a rant forever of why I don't like the number placement, but I don't know. We'll see. I honestly wouldn't take it out on the cards to see them move it back, but the number placement is one of many things that just kind of make me feel like NASCAR's changing. Oh, it looks like Bubba Wallace got a penalty on their last set of pit stops. But yeah, just the main reason I see, I'm totally blanking. Because yeah, you're gonna see number placement, a new era of car, which isn't huge, but like with those two things added together, it magnifies both of them. And then you're also considering they're going to be more hybrid car parts, or more hybrid, more electric pieces to the cars in the next 5 years. I mean, it's just going to really start to feel like a different series, in my opinion. But this time on the restart, we'll have Kyle Larson on the outside of Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick is the control car. And then you have Chase Elliott pushing Larson and Kurt Busch pushing Reddick. So you got Hendrick versus RCR and Ganassi. But here they come off turn 4 in the Geico restart zone. No more crackers. Here they come through the Geico restart zone. Pretty good restart by that outside. They're both pretty even, though, heading down to turns 1 and 2. Kurt Busch giving a good shove to Reddick. Reddick's got a bit of a nose out in front over Larson right now. He's not quite clear of him, though, just yet. Larson's still on his left rear corner panel, but Larson's got a good run on the top side now. Oh, Kurt Busch is taking him 3 wide to the inside of Reddick, going for the lead. And Reddick did not expect that. That's going to allow Larson to clear himself for the lead, and that's going to drop Reddick back to at least 3rd or 4th. Now Reddick's 3 wide for 4th as Larson, Kurt Busch, and Elliott are single file for the lead. Logano dives low. Byron blocks it, and now Byron's going to move up. Reddick's losing some ground here. Oh, boy, there are some big moves going on everywhere. And now Elliott looking to the inside of Kurt Busch. She's going to tuck back in line. You got 4 Chevrolets lined up, and Reddick's dropped all the way back to 8th place after getting bailed on by Kurt Busch. That was a pretty cool move by Kurt Busch. Or nobody saw that coming. I don't think Reddick saw that coming, and that allowed him to move up to 2nd. And now Byron going to the inside of his teammate down the front straightaway. He's looking to get that 3rd spot. Elliott gets a bit loose or something through the trial, but Byron's going to complete the pass, and now he's going to be on the outside of Logano and Harvick, and he may lose both those spots. Logano tries to slide up in front of Elliott. He's just going to clear him, and now Elliott is being chased by Harvick. Oh, no, we got Elliott and Harvick near each other. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Oh, no, Harvick's right on the quarter panel of Elliott down the front straightaway. Down the front straightaway, Harvick's got the run. He's side drafting him. That should allow Harvick to get by Elliott down in turns 1 and 2. Yeah, now we got a couple playoff guys who have not been up near the front for the first time today. You got Logano and Blaney all of a sudden in the top 7 here battling with the leaders. And Larson, meanwhile, has not been able to pull away from Kurt Busch. And now Kurt Busch and Byron are both hounding Larson for the lead. 86 to go in the race as it runs. Oh, boy. We love pack racing. We love pack racing. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like if you haven't already. But now they're 3 wide, or well, they're all taking 3 lanes for the lead, and they all single file it out off the exit of turn 2. Yeah, Kurt Busch trying to get in there and mix it up with the Hendrick guys. He's right on the bumper of Kyle Larson as they exit turn 4. Kyle Larson kind of slid up in front of Kurt off the exit. Larson tries to break the draft a bit by going all the way down to the grass, but Kurt Busch and Byron just tail behind him. Oh, boy. Larson kind of slides up. Once again, off the exit of turn 2, William Byron kind of turns down. These guys are all battling, and it's allowing Kevin Harvick to kind of catch up to these top 3, and now it's going to be a 4-car battle for the lead here in a second. Kyle Larson going to slide up in front of Kurt Busch once again. It looks like Byron may have a little bit more pace than these guys, but he can't really find a window to complete a pass on either Kurt Busch or Larson. Kurt Busch tries to go up on the outside of Larson. Larson slides up and blocks that move. Kurt Busch doesn't have enough momentum there. Oh, boy. And now Byron looking to the inside of Kurt Busch down the back straightaway. He's got to run. They're side by side into turns 3 and 4. Oh, Byron gets a bit loose. He's going to have to get on the gas just a bit. That's probably going to allow Kurt Busch to clear him off the exit of turn 4. No, not quite. Byron's still on the quarter panel of Kurt Busch. That's going to allow him to side draft him down the front straightaway. They're side by side down the front stretch. William Byron's going to pull ahead into turns 1 and 2. Will Kurt Busch be able to get a run? Oh, Larson's up the track a bit. This may allow Byron to get a run on the inside of Larson down the back straightaway. Now he's going to side draft his teammate Larson for the lead. Byron to the inside. Now Kurt Busch to the outside with these guys side drafting each other. Oh, Larson sideways. Oh, boy, that was – oh, he's really sideways. Man, he has to save that thing. He has to get on the gas. Somehow it's still in third, but now Harvick's going to be on his door. Now Byron has got a big lead now, or not a big lead, but he's got about 2/10. Oh, now Larson's loose again in turns 1 and 2. He's going to lose a spot to Harvick, and now Elliott, he's going to drop back to 5th here. All of a sudden, Larson's car has lost its handling big time. If there's another caution, I bet you he'll be coming down pit road. Now Harvick looking to make a move on Kurt Busch for 2nd place. And we got 3 non-playoff drivers in the top 3 spots right now. How about that, ladies and gents? William Byron's running high. Kurt Busch running low. Kevin Harvick running high. To top 4, all still within a second of each other. Now, you got things are steadying themselves off just a bit here as William Byron starting to pull away from Kurt Busch. Now, Kevin Harvick getting a big draft down the front straightaway on Kurt Busch. He's going to look to make a move on him into current turns 1 and 2. He's going to run high. Kurt Busch is going to run low. Kevin Harvick's going to have a bit of a run off the top side down the back straightaway. Will he do anything with it down the back straightaway? He's going to draft up to the bumper of Kurt Busch once again as they enter turns 3 and 4. Currently, the temperature is 62 degrees, and they got 25-mile-per-hour wind gust on the track right now. Oh, and Kurt Busch has a good run off turn 4. Now he's going to be able to get a bit of a more comfortable gap from him to Kevin Harvick. And now things have all single-filed out just a bit. But, boy, oh, boy, that was a good restart, man. I want another restart. That was crazy just now. Oh, we got ourselves some racing today. And right now, if there's a caution, Brad Keselowski is the free pass driver. Yeah, come on. Hey, that's what restarts are all about, man. Yeah, right now, William Byron kind of maintaining about a 3 to 4/10 gap between him and Kurt Busch. And then it's about 7/10 back to Harvick, whereas Elliott and Larson have finally kind of faded away from them. Larson's handling on Larson's car has really gone away on the long run here. But yeah, right now things are kind of settling off for the battle for the lead. But as they run here, I'll give you guys a quick rundown of the top 10. You got Byron, Busch, Harvick, Elliott, Larson, the top 5. Hamlin, Blaney, Logano, Truex, Bell rounds out the top 10. Then you got Bowman, Reddick. Reddick dropped all the way from the lead to 12th on this last restart. How about that, ladies and gents? And then you got Dylan, Bubba, Chastain in 15th. He's the last car in lead lap. Then Brad Keselowski, the first car, 1 lap down. And then a couple other cars 1 lap down who could be battling Keselowski for that free pass are Buescher, Custer, Klickerman, Suarez, and McDowell. Bell looking to make a move on Truex off turn 4 to go up to that 9th position. And Larson making a move on Elliott for 4th. Maybe the handling's coming back to him with that car. He was really fighting it on the initial start, but maybe it's coming back. Oh, Elliott's going to run that top side, and that's just going to give him a huge run down the back straightaway, and he's going to be able to clear Larson there. But yeah, still Kyle Busch 4 laps down. Yeah, he's running about a second slower or second and a half slower than the whole field every lap. So there's nothing much he can do with that damage he's got. Looks like Justin Haley is also retired from this race. So that leaves us with 3 cars out of this race and 37 still out there making laps. But we're coming up on about 70 laps to go in this race. So it's winding down. Be coming into that fuel window for guys who want to try and stretch it or undercut the pit strategy, which honestly, tires matter so little. Undercutting won't be a huge ordeal. Now Truex and Logano are battling. I believe Truex has gotten back past Bell, and now he's battling Logano for that 8th spot. Like, Logano will probably come out with the top 10 here, but the top 10 is just not going to be enough. Because, after, blowing an engine last week, he'll probably be good. Reached the light goal. Or you said reached light goal. Okay. Only 5 likes away from the light goal, guys. Can we get there? 17 likes. 71 laps to go. And Byron's still out front. But right now you got Byron. He's got over a second lead now to Kurt Busch. He's really extended it here as this run's gone on.
And yet here we are with the best playoff driver running 4th. Dylan. Another one of the non-playoff drivers is Kevin Harvick. You're right in the 3rd spot. We've seen him utilize.
But yeah, I'm really kind of hoping a caution comes out just so Keselowski can get back in the lead lap and make things a bit more interesting. The main reason it's not that I like Keselowski, but right now the cutoff line is 29 to the good for Blaney. So right now, as they run, Elliott, Hamlin, Blaney, all going to be totally fine unless somebody wins next week at Martinsville. But right now, Keselowski, if he gets a caution, back in the lap, and I guarantee you he's going to make something happen. But it may be a little bit too late for the 2 Brad Keselowski, most likely. And it looks like Kyle Busch will just be making another round of 8 exit. This happened a couple years ago, didn't it? And honestly, yeah, we actually may see some strategy here. Because, this time you're going to definitely see some guys. We have one more pit stop, and you're probably going to see something similar to before where Logano stayed out and ran it as long as he could. You may see Logano do that same strategy. You may see Logano, Truex, and Keselowski all do that same strategy once again. Sorry, guys, are getting the hiccups. Right now, Hamlin's complaining about high temperatures. That may make them come to pit road a bit earlier than they're planning to.
He's running that hot at this point. He's going to do sooner or later. He may want to come sooner. But I think it really comes down to the points. Look at your bottom left. Look at Hamlin right here.
Yeah, right now, Blaney, 29 to the good. Hamlin, 31 to the good. Elliott, 32 to the good. I want somebody to recount, okay, one of those three, because just to make things more interesting next week. So right now, yeah. Next week, it's just going to be if Kyle Busch, Truex Jr., Keselowski, or Logano can win, which could definitely happen. But the battle between Larson and Elliott heating up once again. It kind of seems like it's just a bit hard to make it pass in the dirty air once these long runs get going. I know, just caution, please, is what I'm thinking. What the dog doing? Just because, I mean, not really for any specific reason other than like the restarts have been unbelievable. Yeah, shout out to Kligerman, who's still in 19th, currently on pace to get a top 20, which is really good for those guys at Gaunt Brothers.
Initially, now he seems to be evened out with the leaders in pace. We mentioned pace, one car that's really caught my eye, Martin Truex Jr. in the 8th position.
Yeah, right now, just still pulling away. Right now, Martin Truex Jr., they're saying, is running some pretty fast lap times. I could believe it. So looking to make a move on because Blaney to move up to the 7th spot. Obviously, he's going to have to move up quite a bit more to make it really matter that much. He's still 32 to the bed. He's pretty much in a must-win scenario. Or he needs somebody to wreck out.
Now listen, that strategy works because he wants a yellow. That's the gamble he may pull off. Because running the other option, Rick, is you pick with the leaders, you hope you get a late yellow that you can win it on a restart. James Paul, the bottom right-hand side of your speed.
Sorry, guys, I just got distracted by something for a second. NASCAR is the name for NASCAR next year because of electric car. Yeah, hopefully not. I'm praying not. Yeah, right now it looks like Truex is going to get around Blaney here in turns 3 and 4. Blaney hasn't really shown any incredible pace today. I mean, he's been a top 10 car, but not really top 5 speed. Now, Truex has got about a 3-second gap between him and his teammate Hamlin, which is the next spot. So we'll have to see if he can make up that ground. 60 to go in the race. The field window is open if anybody wants to hit pit road here. Yeah, we need a Rick Ware and Starcom right now. Starcom, where are you at? Oh, sounds like somebody, I believe that's Larson or somebody is playing to come to pit road this time by. Or somebody's in the wall. Replay. Oh, yeah, Larson slid up the wall. He made contact with left rear. They're going to pit here. I don't think they have too severe damage, but they're in their pit window now. I'm honestly hoping Larson blows a tire or something right here just to get another restart, man. But yeah, Larson didn't lose too much time after tapping the wall there. Still seems to be running pretty formidable lap times, so they haven't decided to bring him in just yet. Appreciate everybody watching. Over 270 viewers on the day. Oh, says there's some debris on the back straightaway, guys. We may get a caution. Oh yeah, there's a bit of debris on the back straightaway. It's a piece of tire. It's pretty far down out of the groove. Oh man, we'll see. Yeah, it's on the groove. You could hit that thing. I kind of hope we get a caution. I know this. Oh God, please be a caution. Please be a caution. There is a pretty big piece of debris there. It does not look like it's just going to blow out of the way. Been here since the beginning. Oh, boy. Please. Please give me a caution. I'm waiting. Please now. I'm looking. The debris is still there. Larson doesn't seem to be having any tire smoke or anything, and his lap time last time by was only like a tenth or two slower than the rest of the leaders. So, yeah, definitely, I guess they're not going to bring him down just yet. Please give me caution. Yeah. It's a song I'm writing about. Somebody give me a caution. Shit, if we get a caution, we should release the caution song. Debris, we need you. Wait, why is Keselowski pitting? Did they need to pit or not really? Because if they didn't, they may have just. We'll see. Because that debris, I feel like, is going to bring out a caution. If it doesn't move, it may not yet, but I think it'll definitely bring out a caution at some point. If it doesn't move. Oh boy. Green flag still out on the track. Keselowski's hit pit road. Doesn't seem to be anybody has joined him just yet. I really don't understand this strategy like at all here. Like, I actually don't understand the strategy at all because it's not like you're gonna be able to somehow like run your way back onto the lead lap here. Like if there's any way to somehow get luckily onto the lead lap again, it would be staying out as long as you could. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Todd Gordon knows something we don't. NASCAR, there's a water bottle on the track. Throw the caution. Oh, man. I mean, I don't know. Are we going to see a rogue Brad Keselowski fan try and climb out over the fence and onto the track?
NASCAR Cup Series from Kansas, Hollywood Casino 400 with under 51 laps to go now, Marty.
A moment ago, Brad Keselowski came to pit road. He was sitting in the free pass.
We'll have to see what happens. We're going to talk. So the temperature was rising on the 2 car more than they wanted. Caution! Yes, baby. Yeah, that was terrible for Keselowski. Now he's 3 laps down? He's out of this race. Or is he 2? He will take the wave around, and that'll put him 1 lap down, I believe. But yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, Newman has saved the day quite a bit this year. It looks like he had a tire going down, or it looks like maybe he lost it during the spin.
Newman, another driver, doesn't know what his future will be.
But yeah, Newman around, saves the day. Rocket Man, back at it. But yeah, now Keselowski will take the wave around. He'll be 1 lap down again. But yeah, he's gonna need another caution.
Turn that right front is going all the way through the inner liner as well. That sway bar arm is probably what was sparking. Concern with that is you drug all the way through it. I'm not sure if the 6 can finish the race. We'll have to take a look and watch the repairs on the 6. Marty.
And they're trying to get the jack under that 6 car, and they just have like 3 guys just back in, like squat down and lift up. And so it looks like the free pass machine will be Chris Buescher, Ryan Newman's teammate. Oh, maybe we got some Roush Fenway conspiracy going on here. Newman spins to get Chris Buescher back on the lead lap. They're like, they saw Keselowski pit, and they're like, okay, now we're getting Chris Buescher back on lead lap.
You just never know what's going to happen in these last 49 laps. What we do know, though, is that roads get ready to be very, very busy, Dave. By contrast, fourth place.
Sorry, guys. The connection's getting a little rocky all of a sudden. And now everybody's coming down pit road, obviously. I expect they may take a moment to maybe pull out the fender on that 5 car just a bit. But guys, can we get 17 likes? That is the goal for today's stream. Elliott with a 12.9 second pit stop. Pretty smooth so far. And now Byron's with a 12.5 second stop. Larson stopped a bit slow. He's going to lose some ground. He may only loses 1, luckily because that first pit stall. But if he didn't have that first pit stall, he probably would have lost 3 or 4. But, oh boy. Actually, it's not even 38 wide racing now because now we've only got, it's 37 cars. So a 37 wide racing. It's 37 wide car. Car wide. I don't know. I can't do English. But I appreciate everybody watching. Guys, what car? Okay, guys, also, I won a free giveaway for a diecast 124th. Should I pick Chase Elliott's Martinsville win from last year, Kevin Harvick's Indianapolis win from last year, or a Ryan Blaney signed Dickies car from like 2019? All of them are ARC. Which one should I pick for free? Yeah, 37 wide still confirmed. So there are the options again. Should I pick Chase Elliott Martinsville win from last year, or Phoenix? It could be any of Chase Elliott's wins from last year, or Kevin Harvick win, the Indy win last year, which is kind of that cool Busch patriotic scheme, or the Ryan Blaney's Dickies autograph from 2019. It's like an all blue car. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't really care for any of them specifically. And I'm kind of just thinking whichever one finishes best today is the one I'll pick. But yeah, I have to see who picks what lane when they come to the choose cone here. You would go for Blaney. I know I'm considering it because honestly, like that's the thing is I'm also considering which one made the most resale down the line. So I'm kind of leaning Chase Elliott win or the Blaney autograph because that also has some value, but like you don't really know. The Harvick win I think looks the coolest in my opinion. That Busch patriotic scheme is pretty sweet, but
there are the Cup Series playoff standings brought to you by Xfinity. Kyle Larson again with his win a week ago. He is advanced to the championship. Or look at the point standings right now.
So Kyle Larson has mowed the most laps led in the era of the 36 race season. That is unbelievable. Kyle Larson. So, oh man, dude, remember the fact that Talladega doesn't have lights? Yeah, I think that's the thing. I wake up every day and I feel pain because Talladega doesn't have lights. But yeah, right now, so far today, quick summary of the race. Kyle Busch has had issues. Greg Keselowski's had issues. Martin Truex Jr.'s had issues. He's finally back on lead lap. But Kyle Busch is 5 laps down. Keselowski's 1 lap down. Logano hasn't had many issues, but he's not shown like speed to win the race, which is what he needs to do to advance to Phoenix. So right now, when they come to the start line, it's going to be Kurt Busch on the outside, Kevin Harvick on the inside, Chase Elliott pushing Kurt Busch, Truex pushing Kevin Harvick. Are we going to see some Harvick Elliott action on this restart, ladies and gents? Oh my goodness. William Byron had a penalty. He's going to drop to 14th on this restart. Okay, here they come. Through the Geico restart zone. That outside lane looks really formed up compared to the inside lane. Here they come. Kurt Busch with a good shove from Elliott so far. Has a slight edge over Truex. Man, that Truex is not on the bumper of the floor at all. That was a bad push for the inside lane. Elliott with a great push to Kurt Busch. He's looking a bit high. Is Elliott going to take him 3 wide out the exit? Oh, Elliott's going on the outside of Kurt. They're going to be 3 wide for the lead off the exit of turn 2. You got Elliott, Kurt Busch, Harvick. Harvick pulls a Kurt. He abandons Kurt down the back straightaway. Now Elliott has the lead through turns 1 and 2. And now they're 3 wide for second. Larson on the outside, Kurt Busch in the middle, and Kevin Harvick on the inside. At the stripe, Elliott's going to lead. And they fan out down the front straightaway. Now they're almost 3 by 3 heading into turn 2. Oh my gosh, is this Daytona? Oh Lord. You got Elliott out front, and then you got Larson on the outside of Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick on the inside. They've been 3 wide for, oh, somebody's in the wall. Blaney's in the wall. Blaney, caution is out. Ryan Blaney in the wall. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, I don't not like Blaney. Okay, guys. It's not that I don't like Blaney. It's that if he did not wreck, there would be no battle at all at the cutoff line, okay? That's why I'm saying that, okay? It's not that I don't like Blaney. It's just now there'll actually be a battle for the playoff cutoff line, possibly. He got up the track a bit and he got into Austin Dillon as well, it looks like. Want to see another clip of it? Well, Austin Dillon comes up the track. Oh, actually, that was Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon got loose in the turn, and he just got into Blaney. Yeah, that was Dillon right there. Blaney was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yikes. That's tough for Ryan Blaney. That was all Austin Dillon's fault right there. And that's it for Blaney, guys. Don't dislike if you like Blaney. It's not that I hate Blaney. It's just that now there's going to be some playoff implications. And now he's dropping. I mean, actually, that's the thing is Blaney had the most points going into this race, so I probably would have preferred Hamlin or Elliott, but they're looking to try and repair it, but that thing is pretty beat up. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. Currently, Ryan Blaney is still like in 25th, so he's probably going to lose at least 10 more points from where he is right now. So he'd be about, we'll say, about 10 points to the good going into Martinsville if he can't get this thing repaired. We jinxed it. I mean, I don't think we jinxed it. But now we're going to get another crazy restart, man. Oh, gosh, these restarts have been nuts. Now Elliott will be the control car. Yeah, it looks like Blaney's done. It's not 100% certain yet, but I'm willing to bet Blaney's done.
This is going to be tied with Kyle Busch or right around there for the cut line. And let's remind ourselves, this 12 car scored 0 points. And they're done. You heard it, Steve. They're done. They cannot fix the right front. So Junior, good call.
So Blaney is done. And that'll move him down to, I'm trying to calculate how far he'll fall. Where is he right now? He's going to lose. He's going to be right about 8 or so to the good, give or take a couple. So he should still be to the good. Wait, is Keselowski the free pass? Who's the free pass? Michael McDowell's the free pass. So okay. And Michael McDowell's the free pass. So now we'll get another restart, and now this would allow Brad Keselowski maybe one more opportunity to get back on the lead lap if we get another caution. And Blaney close to the cut line, heading into Martinsville. Yeah, still at 13 to the good. Oh, here, I'm going to try and scan the QR code in the 96 again. Please. The QR code wasn't working before. Is it working now? Oh, is it working? I think it's working. Guys, show for the fast for the Parker Kligerman hoodie thing. Should I go for the black, or should I go for the wait? What's the other thing? Or should I go for the gray? I feel like this hoodie is going to be very low quality. I don't know. I think I'm going black. I mean, I'm probably never going to wear this thing, but I think I'll go black. I feel like that if I ever want to try and like do something cool with it. Oh boy, but yeah, now as they run, Blaney is still 11 to the good. How much more is he going to drop? Oh, okay, yeah, he's still going to drop about. He's in 25th now. He'll drop 10 more points or so. So it's going to be very close between him and Kyle Busch. And imagine if Kyle Busch heard that, though. He may come out of this race above the cutoff line, even though he's going to come home like 10 laps down in like 28.
Let's see if he hits the squares above the fourth arc. At least he didn't have a penalty. Kyle Busch, like, what are you doing? Are they talking to you on the radio?
Dude, wait, I'm trying to think. What size of like hoodie am I wearing? Like,
the restarts. I can't imagine. I mean, we see how crazy they are. He seems as well. Pit road, he does a great job pit reporting down there, but it is going to be totally different in the car as we see Blaney behind.
No, the sneaker thing didn't process my order again.
We believed a little while ago was in a much better situation, but now you can see how the points have changed.
Oh, what's this doing? No.
Blaney's going to fall further down. So what is Truex's approach now? Does he still look like he's in a must-win situation? How aggressive will he be in his
It keeps break. Okay, here they come to the guy Curry Source, and I'll try this thing again in a minute with the hoodie. And it's going to be Larson on the outside, Elliott on the inside. Hendrick teammates going at it. Kurt Busch pushing Larson. Harvick pushing Elliott. You got Harvick and Elliott working together on the inside with a great restart by Harvick and Elliott. Oh, but Harvick dives down the inside of Elliott. They're going to be 3 wide, heading into turn 1. Kurt Busch with a good shove to Larson. Now Larson's going to head out to the lead. Now Elliott going backwards. He's in the sucker hole. They're 4 wide off the exit of turn 4. Hamlin, Logano, Truex 4 wide down the back straightaway. Oh my gosh, you got Larson. And then it's Harvick and Kurt Busch side by side for second. And then they're 4 wide. Truex, Elliott, Larson, Logano, Bowman. Oh boy. 38 to go. Larson leads it. First lap back at the stripe. Oh, they're all over the place. Truex goes way down to the apron. Truex trying to make something happen. He needs help. Oh my goodness. William Byron says he's out, has a flat tire. He's out of it. And now Larson's out front. They're still side by side for second. Kurt Busch on the outside of Harvick. Hamlin looking for a run off the top side. He's in 4th. He's trying to mix things up here with the leaders. Larson trying to break the draft down the front straightaway. He does not have a great handle. Oh, Hamlin's going to split the middle of 3 wide with Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick. Will he be able to make it stick? They're going to be 3 wide off the exit of turn 2. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And Kurt Busch to the outside of Hamlin. They're still 3 wide. Kevin Harvick's got a good run on the inside. He's going to be able to clear Kurt Busch and Hamlin off the exit of turn 4. Now things are going to calm down just a bit. Now Larson still has the lead. Now Harvick's going to be able to pursue him. Oh, Kurt Busch gets a bit swirly down the front straightaway. Now Elliott's worked his way back up into the mix. Now they're 3 wide again. Elliott, Truex, Logano. Off the exit of turn 2. Hamlin slides up the track a bit into 4th. Oh, Hamlin's got a check up, and now he's going to get a big shove from Logano. That's going to allow Elliott to have a run to the inside of both Logano and Hamlin. And now Elliott side by side with Hamlin off the exit of turn 2. Larson closing down the gap between, Harvick closing the gap between him and Larson. Man, this is amazing. Blaney sticks to the good right now over Kyle Busch. Now you can see Truex trying to get to the inside of Logano here down in turns 3 and 4. Elliott's cleared Hamlin. And now Bell to the inside of Byron, who seems to have a bit of a tire issue, they said, but I guess not. Definitely though to monitor. They think Byron has a tire going down, but he's still out there. Now Harvick's caught back up to the 5. Did I see a tiny bit of tire smoke off the 5? I may be wrong, but we'll see again. You can see that 5 car is not handling well. He is swirly all over the place. Now Harvick is on the bumper of the 5 into turns 3 and 4. He's going to run a bit of a higher line, and Larson's going to run a low line. Who's going to have a better run off the exit of turn 4? At the stripe, Larson's going to lead, but Harvick just pulling up on the bumper of him. Pulling up on the bumper. And now Harvick going to run a bit of a higher line than Larson once again. You can see that right rear quarter panel of the 5 is flapping a bit in the wind, ever so slightly. Oh, boy. Evan Harvick winless this season. Is he going to be able to break through for his first win of the season here at Kansas? Kevin Harvick closing in on the bumper of Larson once again at the stripe. 32 to go. Kurt Busch in the picture as well. Chase Elliott not too far behind either. Are we going to see another caution? I know you're a Harvick fan. What the dog doing? This could be your breakthrough moment. Right now, Blaney only 3 to the good over Kyle Busch. 1 to the good over Kyle Busch. And Truex is only 2 to the bad. Keselowski only 11 to the bad. Oh, boy, this is going crazy. Hamlin and Elliott both 31 to the good. Now Harvick looking to get around Larson once again. Larson on the little higher line than Harvick. Oh, Larson's really loose. Harvick's all over the corner panel, but Larson able to keep it straight off the exit. He's actually going to extend that lead just a bit down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. They go once again. Larson's kind of in the middle of the turns. Harvick's up against the wall a bit. Off the exit of turn 4. Larson's got about a 2/10 gap now, but once again, Harvick reeling them in down the front straightaway. Now it's under 2/10 as they exit or enter into turn 1 and 2. Harvick running a higher line than Larson once again. He's looking for any run he can get. Back behind these top 3. Elliott wrapping the wall, trying to get a run up on these leaders. 30 to go. Harvick going to go to the top. Larson goes to the top as well. Tries to take some of the clean air off the nose of Harvick. That's going to help Larson there. Even though that car does not look comfortable running that line. It actually may have helped Larson just a bit. Once again, now Larson goes low in turns 1 and 2. Harvick goes high in turns 1 and 2. And now Kyle Busch is 1 to the good over Ryan Blaney. And Ryan Blaney will not lose any more points now. He's dropped all the way to 37th. The only thing that can happen is Kyle Busch and Truex can pick up points on Ryan Blaney. And Larson is loose, but Harvick is all over the bumper of Larson. Meanwhile, these top 2 are kind of just maintaining the gap to Kurt Busch and Elliott, who are in 3rd and 4th. So even though Larson's not handling very well and is kind of slowing down Harvick, they're still kind of keeping a gap ahead of the rest of the field. Now 28 to go still. Larson kind of runs a higher line once again. Harvick tries a bit of a different line, kind of goes slow and slides up a bit. That doesn't help him a ton. Now Kurt Busch is on the bumper of Harvick. Now Harvick's going to have to maybe play a little bit of defense on Kurt Busch. Chase Elliott's also kind of entering that picture. They're all lurking in the distance. It's anyone's game right now. 27 to go. Goodbye, Jack Stale Cup. Thanks for watching. Thanks anybody who's watching. Guys, the goal for likes is 17 likes on the day. Can we get that? Anyways, Larson still with a 3/10 lead now over Kevin Harvick, who's fallen off a bit. Now Kurt Busch looking to the inside of Harvick through turns 3 and 4, off the exit of turn 4. Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick side by side at the stripe. Kurt Busch has a slight edge at the stripe. Who's going to get the run? Chase Elliott drafting up on these guys side by side. Now through turns 1 and 2, Kurt Busch goes with a lower line. Has the initial run, but Harvick's going to get the run off the top side. Now Elliott's there, so Kurt Busch is not going to be able to slide back up in line. Just barely he's able to slide back up in line. Now Elliott kind of takes the peak low. No, he pulls it back up high. Now Kevin Harvick runs a middle lane. Kurt Busch runs a low lane. Chase Elliott wrapping the wall. This is line. Kyle Larson has scoot away just a little bit, even though that car is handling really poorly. Kevin Harvick's able to pull away a bit on Kurt Busch with a good run off the top side on the exit of turn 4. Now Elliott's going to be hounding Kurt Busch. You see all 4 of those guys wrapping the wall. Tyler Reddick slow on the apron in turns 3 and 4, I believe. He should be able to make that to pit road. A little bit of smoke. Well, it looks like he blew a tire. I don't know if he got in the wall. It looks like he mainly just he got contact or something, but that's going to end a good day for the 8 car. Either way, they're still battling up the front. Chase Elliott looking to make up any ground. I think Chase Elliott has the fastest car of these top 4 right now. It just, can he get by these guys? Right now, Kyle Larson just keeps holding on, running that top side, kind of taking away the line from Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, and Chase Elliott. Oh, I'm so nervous, man. TB Gaming, where is Bowman? Bowman is, I believe, he's in 10th right now. He's kind of been just mired around the bottom half of the top 10, but a solid run from Bowman. Either way, they're still battling up front. Kevin Harvick in second. Just bad. Kurt Busch trying to do anything. He goes low. Chase Elliott drafts up on him. Kyle Larson not able to pull away that car. It's just not handling it at all, but he's just kind of holding on with the help of dirty air, and these guys battling behind him. Oh, boy, but as they run, Kyle Busch 1 to the good, Blaney 1 to the bad, Truex 2 to the bad, and Keselowski 7 to the bad. And you got Elliott and Hamlin both 32 to the good. Larson grows out the lead to over 6/10 now, 22 to go. Harvick runs a bit. Oh, there's a big piece of debris or trash out there. That's probably won't bring out a caution. Looks just like a trash bag or something. I doubt that would bring out a caution. Anyways, Kevin Harvick kind of closes that gap down by a 10th down the back straightaway. Wow, Kurt Busch. I mean, this has been a really strong run by Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick, non-playoff drivers, been in the top 5 pretty much the whole race. Oh, lap cars kind of get in the way of Kurt Busch there. That's going to allow Chase Elliott an opportunity down the front stretch. He's going to have his bumper out in front of Kurt Busch into turns 1 and 2. Who's going to get the better run off? This is going to be big for Elliott. If he can complete this pass here, it's going to allow him a shot to maybe, yes, he's going to slide up and complete the side job on Kurt Busch. He may have tapped the wall, though, a bit there. Kurt Busch all over the bumper of Elliott down the back straightaway. Is he going to try and pass him back in turns 3 and 4? He goes low. That low line has not worked out for Kurt Busch yet. Will it work out for him this time? He gets a pretty solid runoff, but no, it's not going to be enough. Elliott's up to 3rd with 20 to go in this race. Now Elliott's got to go through Kevin Harvick if he wants to catch his teammate Kyle Larson for that lead. Meanwhile, Kevin Harvick's closed the gap on Larson once again. Now it's down to almost 3/10. He's taken about 3/10 out of that lead in the last couple laps. And Kyle Larson's having to negotiate some lap traffic. But Kyle Larson keeps running that high line, which is the preferred line, and that dirty air is just kind of helping him hold off Harvick for this lead right now. Oh boy. I mean, this is some great battling here. Are we going to see another caution? Because that could just change it all. Meanwhile, I appreciate everybody who's watching. Larson still got about a half-second lead over Harvick, and then it's about a half-second from Harvick to Elliott. Elliott's kind of chewed into that gap just a bit. Larson going to top 10, going to top Jimmy Johnson winning in 2016. I don't know about, I mean, I don't know what you exactly mean by that, but he's definitely going to have a lot. He already has a lot more wins than Jimmy did in 2016. But anyways, Larson with 4/10 on, oh boy. Now it's a half a second. Larson pulling away just a bit.
If he can stay in this position, he possibly could go pick up 4, 5, 6 spots by being the first car lap down.
Now, right now, Keselowski is in the free pass position if there were to be a caution. And even though there may not be another caution, you may not get an opportunity to go pick up some spots of guys who are on the lead lap. Because of Blaney's accident, he'll come out of here only 6 to the bad, which is better than what they entered. But Larson growing that lead out just a bit more now. Elliott is pulling into that lead, but, I mean, everything's staying about the same for now. Kurt Busch has dropped back quite a bit, though, from those top three now. He may get passed by Denny Hamlin here soon.
Larson up front, and he's got a ways to go before he catches.
But
16.
Truex and Logano definitely going to be looking up to pick up any positions they can here before this thing's over. I mean, Elliott is kind of catching up to Larson now. The gap's under a second. Harvick's kind of maintaining the gap, though, between him and Larson. He's not really eating into it. It's just like a replay of last year's race with Logano and Harvick. It's Larson, Elliott versus Harvick. I really wonder what's going to happen if Elliott gets to the bumper of Harvick and Harvick's giving him a hard time. Harvick's almost back to 6/10 back, and Elliott's almost 9/10 back, so he's kind of reeling in Harvick now. Harvick's running a lower line to get some clean air on that nose, but I think he's going to have to start running the high line to play defense on Elliott here. Elliott with a good run, though, off turn 4. He's going to be to the bumper of Harvick as they enter turns 1 and 2. He's going to side draft him maybe a tiny bit as they enter the turns. Oh, he's right on his bumper. Is he going to be able to hang tough there? Off the exit of turn 2. Oh, Harvick has to get on the gas a bit. He's tight or loose off off turn 2. Now, Elliott looking to go by Harvick. Harvick side drafts him a bit. He's going to slide up in front of Harvick. Oh, Elliott's sideways there. But he's over a second back from his teammate Kyle Larson. 13 to go in this thing. Oh, boy. Is Elliott going to be able to get to Larson? It's all bets are off. 13 to go. Larson versus Elliott. Larson's car is not handling well, but Elliott is a second and a half behind. Larson's also got dirty air to his advantage. Will Larson be able to hold on? Oh boy. Oh, boy. Coming to 12 to go. Oh, just come on. Larson, hold on. I think Elliott is going to be strong here, but last time by, Elliott did not take much out of that lead. It's 1.4. Oh, man. This is feeling like a replay of the F1 race earlier today. You got a car with fresher tires, or well, faster car, but is he going to be able to make the pass for the lead? Larson holding on a second and a half back to Elliott now. Oh, boy. Larson, the 1.4 second lead. So we get shrinking just a bit last time by. 11 to go. Are we going to see another caution is the question. Larson still holding on to that lead. Oh, boy. Elliott is faster right now. Is he going to be able to make up the ground? 1.3 seconds now the gap. Elliott took about a 10th out of it last time by.
The gap between the two, as far as lap times, less than a 10th of a second. So he needs more time.
Now it's down to 1.2 seconds. Elliott with a good run through turns 1 and 2 that time by. 10 to go. That was a really good lap. This could be a really good lap for Elliott here. We're going to be under 10 to go, though. This time by, is he going to be able to get – I mean, he's pushing as hard as he can. He may have actually made contact with the wall that time, Chase Elliott. It's 1 point – it's about a second and a 10th and a half, the gap right now. Oh, boy. 9 to go. Elliott gets another good run down the back straightaway. It's going to be it's going to be almost a second and a half, a 10th now the gap. Elliott keeps taking about a 10th or so each of these laps, but with only 9 to go, that may not be enough. That time at the stripe, Elliott was faster than Larson. The top 3 right now are running the fastest 3 laps on the track. No surprise there. Now it's only 9/10 of a lap with 8 to go. Under 9/10, 8/10 with 8 to go. He's got 8 laps to knock off 8/10. Can he do it? Let's go, Larson. That's what I hear, Cole. I don't think Larson's going to let Elliott pass. This is not F1, baby. 7 tenths the gap with 7 to go.
Right there. I agree with you, Junior, but his coaching sounded like the opposite. He has enough faith in him.
There's some lap cars in front of Larson. That's going to slow him down a bit. 6 tenths the gap now. Elliott may have made a bit of contact with the wall that time. Oh boy, 6 tenths with 6 to go. Oh boy, 6 tenths with 6 to go. They're going around the lap car, Kyle Busch. Oh, that beat up car, even though he's somehow still in the positive right now. Chase Elliott into the wall a bit harder off turn 4. That's going to really cost him. Now the gap's 8 tenths. And now it's a second the gap. He was in the wall hard there. If I'm the crew chief, if I'm Alan Gufferson, I'm like, okay, now we back it down. 5 to go. The gap's 1 second. Elliott just lost about a half a second that time by. Is he going to be able to make up the ground? There is a lot of lap traffic ahead of Larson. Oh, Elliott in the wall again. Oh, boy. He's got to try and make sure he can nurse that tire home now. Now it's almost a second and a half. The gap. Oh, Larson's got some hard traffic ahead of him. That's going to slow him down a bunch. We got boxed in by like the 10 and the 13 there. That just lost him about 2 tenths. Now you're wondering if Elliott's going to get in the wall again. He's got to be careful here. We're looking at him now. 4 to go. He's got to just nurse that thing here. He's still running it hard, though. 1.3 seconds the gap with 4 to go. 1.3 seconds to gap now with 3 to go at the stripe. Oh, boy. We'll have to see if that tire, that right rear tire of Elliott's going to be able to hang on the last. I wonder, he may have just run a pretty soft line there through turns 1 and 2. Now Larson's pulling away. Going around the lap car, Corey LaJoie. The gap's almost 2 seconds now. Oh, boy. 3 to go. The gap is now over 2 seconds. Well, that right rear looks pretty beat up on that 9 car. They're definitely just going to try and nurse this thing home to the finish. 17 likes, guys. That's the goal. 17 likes. Larson with a 2.5 second lead now.
I'll put it in pretty good company here and in perspective. The last driver, this is going to be, by the way, in a row if he's able to finish this off as we have 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. If he's able to finish this off, the last driver to win 3 straight races twice in a season was Dale Sr. back in 19.
Right now, wow, guys. If Kyle Larson finishes this thing off, final lap, Larson Elliott. Oh, boy. 3 seconds is the gap. Harvick in 3rd, Kurt Busch in 4th, Hamlin in 5th through turns 3 and 4. But the final time, Kyle Larson is going to be a 9-time winner in the NASCAR Cup Series here today at Kansas Motor Speedway. Now, how about that? That's 3 in a row. And that's his 4th one in the playoffs. And that one on Ricky Hendricks, the day of his passing away. This one's definitely going to be in honor of him. How about that, guys? Appreciate everybody who's watching today. Woo! And some notables here. We'll go through the finishing order, guys who finished. We got some decent results. Elliott P2, Harvick P3, Kurt Busch P4, Hamlin P5, Byron 6th, Truex 7th, Bell 8th, Logano 9th, Dillon 10th. Oh, boy. He's about to burn it down. Let's see this burnout. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Is he going to blow out those tires? That thing's got a decent amount of contact on those left rears. I want him to blow those things out for a race win, baby. Doing some donuts. Oh, yeah. And this one was one of those ones where it's like he did not have the best car, but he was able to just hold on. Oh, yeah, look at this burnout. Just going to park it on the start-finish line.
All too familiar. This site. The 5 of Kyle Larson.
Guys, just so you know, quick facts. Kyle Larson is the first guy to win twice in the season to win 3 races in a row since Dale Earnhardt. How about that?
An established dirt racer growing up. Used to tell us
I mean,
before.
Today has been quite the performance by the 5 machine. He has set the record for the most laps led in the 36 race season, passing Jeff Gordon's record. And he has also been the first guy to win 3 races in a row twice in a season since Dale Earnhardt. How about that? I was wanting Chase to win, but at least HMS got the win. Yeah, Michael Murray. I mean, here's the thing. Is Chase Elliott he's 35 to the good. I would basically consider him a lock into the next round. Unless there's a new winner next week and somehow Hamlin gets past Elliott in the points. Or well, actually, no. Elliott's safe. Elliott is safe in the points, basically. Because if there's a new winner, he's still like 30 to the good, basically. Yeah, I mean, Elliott's going to have to blow an engine or something at the start of next week's race for him to be eliminated. But that, guys, appreciate everybody watching. Can we get 17 likes on the day? That is the goal. Almost at 2,000. He's at 2,398 laps led. That is the most since Jeff Gordon in 1995. Appreciate you guys watching. Over 400 viewers on the day. Larson's like, cool, we got another win. I don't really know how we got another win, but we did. So we always like that. Now, guys, do we think Larson can win at Martinsville and at Phoenix and go on a 5-race win streak to end the season? Now, that would be something else.
Not really. I kind of forgot about that early. I feel like I did an okay job trying to hold those guys off as long as I could on the older tires. But
every motorsports is a close playoff battle, just like you wanted. Who do you think will make it? Who do I think will make it? I have no idea. I don't think Logano will make it because Logano's in a must-win scenario, in my opinion. 25 to the bad. I mean, he's in a must-win scenario in my book. My best bet would probably be, man, I don't know, because you got Blaney, I have to probably say Truex because of his short track abilities at Martinsville, especially, or Keselowski. I don't know about Blaney. Blaney, maybe. I don't know. I think it's actually pretty even because all those guys left are all pretty much good short track racers. But guys, what a day. What a day. Kyle Larson gets it done. Huge surprise there. 3 in a row. Man, guys. So what'd you guys think about that race? Give me a chat in the chat out of 10. What's that race? Put it on the Groovy Gauge. I'll be putting up a post-race summary here soon. But, yeah, that was quite the performance.
Our clients know we have their backs. Have your clients know that. Because as a fiduciary, it's our responsibility to always put clients first. So you do it because you have to? No. We do it because it's the right thing to do. We help clients enjoy a comfortable retirement.
Guys, that was unbelievable racing. Woo! I do think the dirty air did play into it a bit like last year, so the dirty air still kind of takes away from it. But overall, I'd give that race a 7 out of 10. What a race. Nice stream. Have a great day. See ya. What the dog doing. Appreciate everybody who's watching today. Appreciate it if you are just subscribed for the first time today. Almost 17 likes, guys. Can we get 17 likes? That's the goal. Then we'll finish. Sorry, Isaac. So besides the Roval, Harvick has 7 top 10 finishes in 8 races in the playoffs. Unfortunate. Right now, sorry, he is the highest ranked driver in points who's eliminated. And by a considerable margin. He has a 50-point margin between him and Byron, which are the top 2 guys who are eliminated from the playoffs in the points. And I actually kind of want Harvick to come home P5 in the standings because honestly, he really has shown a remarkable pace. Yeah, after watching F1 today, I'm tired of dirty air. Me too.
We know that you race for the win every week. It looked like at the end there, maybe you thought about it, and then after a little contact backed off. And then you have a choice. Once I hit it, it hurt it pretty bad. But I really proud of the effort.
But I mean, guys, that was a solid performance by Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick trying to chase down Larson there to finish. I mean, solid performance by Kurt Busch and P5, and also shout out to Parker Kligerman for getting a top 20, I believe. Or wait, did he hold on for a top 20? No. Yes, he did. P20. There he did. After his first start in 2 years, he was able to get that top 20. How about that? And guys, there we go. We got 17 likes, ladies and gents. That was the goal for the day. Well, I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Solid run by Bubba Walls, P14, Daniel Suarez, P15. Ryan Priest, 21st. Chase Briscoe, P19. Cole Custer, P18. Brad Keselowski was able to hold on for 17th. Kyle Busch is able to get it home 18th, even with all that damage. But yeah, Ryan Blaney came home 37th after getting caught up in somebody else's mess. That puts him 1 point below the cutoff line heading into Martinsville. And as we look, just one more look at the standings, that would put, I believe, Kyle Busch 1 to the good, Ryan Blaney 1 to the bad, Truex 3 to the bad, Keselowski 6 to the bad, and then Logano 26 to the bad. So theoretically, all those guys could still point their way into it, but I kind of put Logano in a must-win. But that is an amazing performance we have. Honestly, I mean, I just want to say something. Kyle Larson's season is honestly almost it's not even like its full potential when you look at the stat line. If you think about Kansas earlier this year, he was second or third with the green-white checkered earlier this year. Him and Ryan Blaney kind of got together. He ended up finishing 19th. In that race, he led about over 100 laps. Probably deserved a top 5, at least a top 10. Think of the Roval, the second race of the year, was in P3, P4, making a move and overstepped the limits and crashed out. If he didn't crash out, most likely would have won that race. Talladega, although he's not a good plate racer, he blew an engine before the race even started, basically. So if you look at the stat line, I mean, those are 3 finishes where he probably could have come home with the top 10. So, I mean, honestly, it's almost like not even like his stat line is almost not even totally accurate. But that's about it for today's stream. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Thanks for getting to the like goal of 17 likes, and that's all for now. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, that's an incredible racetrack that we had. Kind of